It's crazy not to have a home-based business in today's economy. I'm going to show you why, but first let's talk about a few myths people have about owning their own business. People think it takes a big upfront investment. They think they need to work full-time at the business, rent a physical location, and hire employees. And, biggest of all, they think it takes a lot of time to get a positive return on investment. Well, that may be true with traditional businesses, but all of those problems are solved with a home-based business. First of all, you can get started with a minimal investment, usually a couple of $100s or even less. Second, you can work from your home, so you don't need any office space. Third, a home-based business doesn't require employees to be successful. You can even work part-time at it, so you don't have to quit your day job if you don't want to. I might add that there is little or no liability in most cases. And finally, you could have a positive return on investment day one in the business. Doubt me? Millions of smart people are doing it right now, and let me show you how. Let's take a look at some of your existing expenses. I want to clarify that these are expenses that you are already incurring every month. First of all, you probably have a rent or a mortgage payment. You probably have a cell phone. You probably have a computer and pay for internet service. You probably drive a car and like to go to dinner and do fun things with friends and family. If you do not have a home-based business, then these expenses are all non-deductible. They're regular expenses. However, if you have a legitimate home-based business, portions of these expenses may become deductible. So what is a deduction and what does it do for you? Many of you have a cash rewards card that gives you 3 to 5% cash back on your purchases. Well, what if you had a cash rewards card that gave you between 25 and 45% cash back? You'd be stupid not to use it, right? A tax deduction is equivalent to getting a 25 to 45% discount on anything that is a justified and legitimate business expense. And it's given with the government's encouragement and blessing. In fact, the law is on your side. Congress creates great tax laws to help new business owners get started. Let's look at some examples. Let's assume you have a home office that is 1/8 the total square footage of your home. Assume that you use that portion exclusively for business. This means that 1/8 of many of the costs of your home can be deductible. 1/8 of your utilities, interest, taxes, depreciation, rent, maid service, alarm service, and much more are all deductible. Let's look at an example. Say you have a rent payment of $2,000 per month. If this was a mortgage, you would be able to take the interest portion of this payment. The principal is not deductible. So you have a rent payment of $2,000. You have another $500 in utilities and $50 in alarm service for a total expense of $2,250 per month for your home. Well, since your office is 1/8, you get to deduct 1/8 or $318.75 per month. This is the equivalent of putting $110 in cash in your pocket every month. Do you have a cell phone? How about internet service? Let's assume you spend the following for cell phone and internet service for a total expense of $178. If you use both of these 50% for business, then you can deduct 50% of the cost. If you use them 90% for business, you can deduct 90% of the cost. At 50%, this is worth a cash savings of $31.50 per month on those services. This is one of my favorites. How about meals and entertainment? With a home-based business, who are your potential clients? The answer is everyone. So potentially any meal or fun activity could be a deductible expense if you follow the rules. What are the rules? The IRS and the Canada Revenue Agency say that you can deduct 50% of your meals and entertainment and 50% of the meals and entertainment of your prospect. But remember, almost anyone could be a prospect for your home-based business. The rule is that you only get the deduction if you are talking business within the same 24-hour day. We will give you more information on this later, but this is the general rule. So let's say you currently spend $150 a month going out for food or doing fun things with friends and family. Well, if you're talking to them about the home-based business opportunity, then you could get a 50% deduction every month. This is the equivalent to a cash savings of $26.25 per month. And many of you spend much more than $150 per month on meals and entertainment. Okay, this is a big one. Imagine driving down the road and throwing $1 out the window for every 2 miles that you drive. That is what you're doing if you do not have a home-based business and are not tracking mileage driven for your business. The IRS gives you 55.5 cents per mile for every mile you drive for your business. The Canada Revenue Agency has similar rates. So here's a quick tip. Remember when we talked about everyone being a prospect? Well, check out this. Let's say you want to go visit your mom. Normally, that is not a deductible trip. But ask yourself, is there a client nearby you could visit or a potential prospect? Set up a quick meeting with a neighbor or nearby prospect, and now you can write off 55.5 cents per mile for the business portion of that trip. Here are the numbers. Let's assume that you could turn 300 miles per month into business miles. That's only 10 miles a day. This turns into a deduction of $166.50 per month. That's worth $58.27 in cash to you every month. It's very similar in Canada, the rates are just slightly different. So, let's total up all these expenses. Remember, you're already paying for these now, but with a home-based business, you could free up an additional $233 a month in cash, or nearly $3,000 per year. And these are just a few deductions. We haven't even counted any profits you may have potentially made. See what we mean when you say you could make money day one in the business? You get it through tax savings. What if your yearly tax bill was $2,700? Wouldn't you rather redirect that $2,700 to fund a business that could possibly earn you years of future income? Either way, you're going to spend the same $2,700. It's just a matter of what you get back in return, right? Which do you think is the wiser choice for your future? This is one of the reasons millions of smart business people have started a home-based business. Now, this is very important to remember. In order to qualify for deductions, you must do three things. You must run your business like a business. You must document your activities correctly. We will show you how to do that later. And finally, you must be in pursuit of a profit. If you are going into business just for tax savings, it's not going to fly with the IRS or the Canada Revenue Agency. But if you are really trying to make money, then you get all of these deductions and much more. We just talked about documentation. In order to get legitimate deductions, you need to record the following for many of the expenses every time you have one. You must record who you met with. I met with Bill Smith. What type of expense? It was a lunch meeting. The business purpose? We talked about the business opportunity. Now remember to be specific on this one. Why is this a justified business expense? When? Put in the date. Where? Denny's restaurant. And finally, how much? $35. For those of you that think a credit card statement captures all this information, you're wrong. Think again. You need to have more proof than your credit card statement provides. In many cases, you need to keep the receipt also. We suggest that you keep all receipts, but make sure you keep them in a safe place. Lost and faded receipts can be a big problem. Don't have records? You're in jeopardy of an audit, and you're probably not maximizing your deductions. And just a word of warning, the IRS just hired 16,000 new agents in 2012. Are your records ready? Does that sound scary? It shouldn't be if you're documenting your activities correctly. What if you had a robot to help you maximize your deductions? Well, let me introduce you to YLTAXBot. Watch this short video and then we'll talk about it.
If you're a business owner, you're doing this every day. 84% of business owners overpay their taxes by $11,000 every year. And if that's not startling enough, the even bigger headline is that you believe that you're not one of them. The truth is, it's very likely that you are. So why did you overpay? Too complicated? Too time-consuming? Maybe you don't have the right tools. Well, now you do. Introducing YLTAXBot, the quick and easy tool to help you lower your taxes by thousands.
Let's say you're headed to a business lunch. When you get in the car, push Start Tracking. The GPS tracker will track the mileage for you. When you arrive, push Stop. After a business lunch, take a picture and store your receipts. Fill in the blanks and click Save. She's recorded her mileage and saved her receipt to to the cloud server in less than a minute. On average, you'll record $1 in tax deductions for every second of use. And all of your records are IRS compliant and securely stored in the cloud.
So you can export your records and send them to your CPA or accountant. With TaxBot, you get on-demand tax education from former IRS trainer Sandy Botkin. Attendees at his Donald Trump and Tony Robbins live wealth seminars save an average of $10,000 a year. With TaxBot, you get that same information from Sandy in bite-sized training. You can spend 2 minutes a day complaining about your taxes or 2 minutes a day lowering your taxes by thousands every year. Your choice. TaxBot comes with a risk-free 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. So try TaxBot today. Available on iPhone, Android, or on the web.
Amazing, right? TaxBot will help you accrue deductions rapidly. With huge deductions, how can you afford to quit your home-based business? You can't. I want to reiterate that we store your records not once, not twice, but 3 times, so you never have to worry about losing your records. In the video, we mentioned that you get top-tier training from Sandy Botkin. Let me share with you a quick bio on Sandy so you know who he is and why you can trust him. Sandy is a CPA, a tax attorney, a former trainer for the IRS, president of the Tax Reduction Institute for over 30 years. He's been a featured tax coach with Tony Robbins and Donald Trump at wealth seminars. He's a best-selling author of the book Lower Your Taxes Big Time and a featured tax expert on Fox, CNN, CBS, and CNBC. Here are just a few of the over 80 tips you will learn on TaxBot. Write off your car expenses, including business mileage. Write off the equivalent of your child's education and wedding. Deduct 100% of your medical expenses. Deduct your fun and entertainment. Double deduct your business equipment. Turn vacation into tax-deductible events. Create a retirement plan that beats any government plan. How to keep your records bulletproof against an IRS audit. Reduce your risk of an audit, and what to do if an agent contacts you. I might add that the tips and the application are good for both US and Canada. We have a US training library and a Canadian training library. We want to invite you to take our 30-30 challenge. If you don't accrue deductions worth 30 times your investment in the first 30 days, then get your money back. Where else can you get 1,000% return guaranteed? You have a choice. You can spend 2 minutes a day complaining about taxes or 2 minutes a day reducing them. One will cost you aggravation and money, and the other makes you a lot of cash and brings peace of mind. If you're in business for yourself, sign up today and start saving thousands. Remember, we have our money-back guarantee. If you're not in business, sign up today anyway and get back with the person who thought enough of you to invite you to view this presentation. They have a proven business opportunity for you. And because of your exclusive invitation today, you qualify for this 50% discount. But you must sign up today. So go ahead, get started. And remember, it's crazy not to have a home-based business in today's economy.